Now, the Prime Minister has not yet visited Israel, and the Israeli Prime Minister hasn't also returned his call. That doesn't sound very hugger-mugger, friendly, we've got your back, Israel, and Israel thinking they've got a friend in Australia.
No, it doesn't. And, without a shadow of a doubt, the instigation of this was Hamas. There is no equivocation about that. And therefore, the role of the Prime Minister is to reach out to Israel, a democratic nation who has been attacked by a terrorist organisation, and to straight away build that bridge. Now, if you have other concerns in other areas, they're not going to be dealt with unless you actually reach out to Israel. If you say, I don't want innocent people killed in the Gaza Strip, and nobody does, then you reach out to Israel and you talk to Benjamin Netanyahu, who, through whatever you may think, is democratically elected leader of a nation which has, within its Knesset, Arab members of their parliament. This is a democratic country. And you've got to... Hamas is not democratic. It's a terrorist organisation, right? So we've got a clear differentiation.
It's amazing, the double standards. People, particularly ABC, seem to be holding Israel to infinitely higher standards. In a sense, they should, but they should at least be very, very clear that Hamas is absolutely evil, and it shouldn't be cutting them slack. I'll show you viewers later in the show what it's up to with that. Barnaby Joyce, the Daily Mail reports that there are rumours that Indigenous Australian Minister Linda Burney, who made a complete hash of selling the voice, is now being sounded out to be our next Governor-General. Now, Barnaby, I wouldn't have believed it, but the Mail does say that her office refused to comment when it asked about those rumours. Now, surely Linda Burney as Governor-General, that couldn't be right or appropriate, could it?
Oh, look, there are times I actually feel sorry for Linda. I mean, and that's because she really struggled, didn't she? But look, if you want to pick an Indigenous person, an Aboriginal person to be the Governor-General, I'll give you a suggestion. Mark Gordon Ella, captain of the Wallabies 10 times, never put a foot wrong, overwhelmingly held in respect by the Australian people. Would we just love Mark Gordon Ella to be captain of the Wallabies currently? We might have a chance of, giving, I don't know, Fiji a run for their money. But, there are some great Indigenous people out there, and, Miss Burney might be in the mix, but Mark Gordon Ella. There's my suggestion. Australia. Mark Gordon Ella.
I tell you what, at least
Matraville High, Randwick, Wallabies. What else would you want?
Yeah, well, at least you're actually naming someone who would be a uniting figure. I'm not quite sure what the grasp of constitutional law is, but I'm prepared to give it a go. But Linda Burney is just fresh from totally mismanaging, totally incompetently so, a campaign that divided us by race. I mean, the Governor-General says to unite, not divide. So I just think this has got real whiskers on it. Barnaby Joyce, thank you so much for your time.
It's a flight of fancy. You're welcome. Look at this rain. Look at this. How do you like this? This is great. Puts water in the water tanks. Unreal.